Today on the channel, The Force Awakens! Again! Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for our daily Star Wars unboxings in 2021 and possibly beyond. And today, The Force Awakens again. We've got a few Force Awakens figures. We've unboxed a few on the channel, and now we got another 3-pack to unbox today. But for all your Star Wars needs, make sure you hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. So today, we're looking at some of these Power of the Force-esque Force Awakens figures today on the channel. And we're looking at Constable Zuvio. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. We've got the Jedi Inquisitor, and then we got the Guavian Enforcer. So we've seen actually 2 of these figures in the 6-inch Black Series realm. This Jedi Inquisitor, I would have loved to see in the Black Series, and we'll talk about him in a little bit. But since I got Constable Zuvio in my hands, we're going to unbox him first. And man, he was a peg warmer beyond peg warmer. He was rivaling our girl Rio in the peg warmer status for the Black Series a few years back, if you guys remember. And I don't really remember this one, but I really didn't pay attention to this line a whole lot when I saw him out there on the pegs. These were always little kid stuff, but I got quite a few of these at a really good deal, and I said, what the heck? What the heck? I'll mix them in. So there it is. I don't like the packaging a whole lot on these. A little bit too busy for me, but these are for kids, as you guys are fully aware. You got the Constable in there. You got a little glamour shot. You got the Star Wars logos, all that kind of stuff in the plastic bubble. On the back, nothing too exciting back there. You got the orange and white, just very busy. And we know these come with all these little kid gimmicky things. You know, trying to cross-sell to little kids, you got to have a gimmick. Not for me. I don't really talk about those too much. So let's get them out of the package. First, I'm going to read the back. We'll get them out of the package too. But let's read what it says. Constable Zuvio, a vigilant law officer on mostly lawless world, the tough and humorless Constable Zuvio keeps order in a frontier trading post. And he sure does. He sure does. See you later. A face only a mother could love is also what I was told. There he is, the old Constable in there. Let's pull him out and see what's going on. See you later. All right, plastic prison again. A more clear plastic prison right there. So he does come with a little staff, and that's good enough for me. See you later. This stuff fits into his backpack, I'm sure, somewhere. Maybe not. I don't know. Don't know, don't care. I don't really need this. I'm not going to play with the kid gimmicky side of things. I'm more about, he's got plastic coming off him. There it is. I do like this weapon, though. He's got his little staff here. I think it's a shock staff or something like that, and it will, of course, fit in his hand. It looks like Constable Zuvio, but it's shrunk down into 3 3/4. Like we always say, these are very akin to the Power of the Force era figures. You got arms that go up and down. You got head that moves. No waist movement, but the legs do go up and down. These are good, though, because you're not going to get a vintage collection of this guy, most likely. This is about as far as the road's going to go for him. So, and you can smoke and mirrors these guys with your vintage collection. You can smoke and mirrors them on display with you. So you got to kind of have it. If you want one of every Star Wars guys, you got to delve into some of these little kid lines, or at least perceived little kids line. And that's where the Constable comes in. He does have a backpack on him. It is removable. Yep, pops right out of his back just like that, so you can have that in. I like that it is removable. That's a nice touch. Like I said, he's got the head articulation. He's got kind of cat-like eyes. I don't hate the looks of this figure. You know, you can smoke and mirrors. I keep saying smoke and mirrors. That's truly what these are about. They're all about the smoke and mirrors. You could put him, he would fit in great in Jabba's palace. You could stick him in a corner of Jabba's palace, and he'd look like he's right at home. Kind of, you know, playing the cards in the back of the table, just chilling out, waiting for adventure. But you can put him in your Force Awakens display too. That's probably where he most likely goes. But there's some use for this guy. If you wanted to stick him in a display somewhere, that's what you can do. And we'll see. I'm not sure if I'm going to go all out on a Force Awakens display. I don't know if it's that movie stole my heart enough to get its own display. So some of the characters, I might just end up doing that. Smoke and mirrors with a little Jabba's palace out there. So there it is, the Constable. He's not going to stand up, of course. Why would he? Why would he? But let's move on to this one, the Guavian Enforcer. Now, we had him in Black Series as well. Kind of an army builder one that nobody really army builds is what he seems like, but it is what it is. But a cool enough looking figure there. There he is in the red, different colors of red. Looks a little scary, but we saw him board the Millennium Falcon to take on Chewie and Han and all that fun that brought with it. So that's what we remember him most from. There's the old back of the package. Comes with some extra weapons in here, which is always nice. He's got some kind of combiner. It's like Transformers. He's got the combiner wars going on. Combinable. So, I don't know. I don't like these little kid gimmicky things. But, hey, guess what? I'm not a little kid. So, here it is. Or am I a little kid? Some would say I am. The Guavian Enforcer. The security soldiers of the Guavian gang wear high-impact armor that makes them stand out among other deadly criminals. There you go. See you later. Off the top there. That's the way it goes sometimes. Pull them out. See you later. Get out of here. A little plastic prison going on. This isn't a terrible one as far as the gimmickiness of the kids part in the plastic prison. You can see that big white gun. So I guess you could reuse that. Use that with somebody else. You could almost put this with a G.I. Joe classified figure almost if you really wanted to. Do what you want. Choose your own adventure. See you later. Get out of here. He does have his classic gun here. And just like everybody else in this Force Awakens line, you got the power of the Force articulation. Legs up and down. No waist. Arms up and down the head. Much like a chess piece, but a little bit more articulation than that. A bit of a plain Jane figure, but a very cool one. Part of the gang, of course, the old Guavian Enforcers. I really do like the looks of this figure. He'll stand good. And once again, you could easily put him in Mos Eisley Cantina, Jabba's Palace. You could stick him with, you know, some bounty hunters or something. You could really do some different things with this one if you really wanted to. I'm sure you can fit this gun in his hand as well. You can, but it's a little big. A little big. And it doesn't really match him very well, but you can. I mean, it's the kid gun. I mean, these are kid toys, but this is taking that kid playability feature to the next level. I don't know. It doesn't really match him. It doesn't really work for me. I'm not going to use this gun. Maybe I could find somebody else to use it with, or maybe I won't use it at all. That very well could be, but that's the Guavian Enforcer. Not the best, not the worst. Somewhere at the upper middle is where I'm going to call this one. And he won't stand up either. None of these guys want to stand up. You know, kids don't like to stand up their figures. So they throw them in a box or something like that. So, makes sense. But the last one here I'm a little excited about is Star Wars Rebels. I never took the time to watch. I watched like the first couple of episodes when it debuted. Somehow lost touch, didn't follow up. And then about a year ago, I said, you know what? I really need to knock this series up. I finished the Clone Wars finally after many years. I said, you know what? I'm going to do the Rebels. And that's exactly what I did. So then the old Jedi Inquisitor really stole my heart there. I was impressed. I loved the continuation of the story. Obviously, there's no more Sith Lords out there. There can only be two, as they say. One more than the Highlander saga, I believe. But I thought that was cool. These guys had like Jedi attributes, Jedi stuff, but they weren't technically Jedis. And I just thought it was a cool story arc. And I'd love to see some of these Inquisitors in the 6-inch Black Series scale one of these days. And I got to think it'll happen. But there it is. There's the old Jedi Inquisitor right there. He does come with a lightsaber. Comes with another kid's toy. We got a cool glamour shot. Star Wars. Kylo Ren up top. All the stuff we're used to. And I guess now that I'm seeing this, you can kind of piece all these pieces that come with these guys. They all piece together to make one apparatus. Not for me. Not for me. But that's what you can do. So it makes you buy. It's almost like a build-a-weapon, but it's a build-a-figure, build-a-weapon is kind of what it's like. You get UPCs, warnings, all that kind of stuff. We'll read the back. What's it say about the Inquisitor? A servant of Darth Vader in the Empire, the Inquisitor was tasked with hunting down and eliminating Jedi who survived Order 66. A dangerous order, that 66. Very dangerous order. Pull him out. Like I said, I was happy to get this one. See you later. I really do like this Inquisitor, and I love his kind of Jedi-esque lightsaber. It's two-pronged there with the kind of very reminiscent of Darth Maul, but different, of course. But there he is. So we'll pop him out. Maybe. Yep. There's that. There's that. See you later. Yeah, so this is like a backpack type thing. Like I said, for kids, not for us. I don't know if anybody watching this review cares about these pizzas. Oh, we all care about pizza. You know that. You know me. I love a good pizza. The Inquisitor, but like I said, this is, I don't want to say this is exactly what you want out of an Inquisitor. I'd rather have a vintage collection or a little bit better non-kid version, but this is still pretty solid. He's got very small hands. If I can get this lightsaber in there. There it is. But unfortunately, he is limited with his articulation. As you got the arms up and down, legs up and down. A very skinny body on this guy. Not a lot of weight to him. So there's not a lot of articulation you can do with him. I wish his wrist at least spun. That way you can kind of have this to the side or out front. Instead, you're just kind of straight up and down with it. So that is a little bit lame. But decent enough detail on this guy. He's got, you know, the bulging eyes out there. He's kind of got his red face paint. I'm sure that's face paint. He probably marks up his face every day. I'm sure he does. But it's okay. This will fit all right. I don't know if this is a must-have for a lot of people, but if you watch those Rebels episodes with this guy, I just really enjoyed those. Those are some of my favorite Rebel episodes. that I've seen. You guys can tell me your favorite Rebel episode in the commentary below, but not a terrible figure at all. There's a lot to like about this. So I don't know if I'd say this is a must-have. I don't know if I'd go that far, but it's pretty close. And as far as these Force Awakens figures go, probably my favorite one we've unboxed. Yes, it has limited articulation, but it's a newer character. It's something different, something we haven't gotten in the vintage collection, probably haven't gotten before. I think this might be his only figure. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I like this one. I'm okay with this. Sign me up all day long. That's what I say. But what say you? Did you guys have any of these? Did you buy any of these? Any thoughts on these? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram, and of course, ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. So for the Force Awakening, once again, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.